Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. I do want to encourage you, as you are making travel plans, to remember to check JohnnyDollarAir.com. JohnnyDollarAir.com is a Priceline affiliate link, so you get all the benefits of going through Priceline.com, but part of the purchase price supports the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio at no additional cost to you. So remember, when making your travel plans, check JohnnyDollarAir.com first. Well, now it's time for this week's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. The original air date is January 16th, 1953, and the title is The Starlet Matter.
From Hollywood, it's time now for John Lund as Johnny Dollar.
Ken Ralston, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Ken. How's Kansas City?
Take my word, in Hollywood it's better.
Oh?
You always liked Hollywood, didn't you, Johnny?
You want me to?
Now, there's a man there named Phil Gardner. He's up to here in Starlet.
In what?
Starlet, young girls with big careers in front of them. Phil Gardner's an agent for him.
So he needs me?
Oh, we do, Johnny. Twin State Insurance. Gardner's been calling me every half hour. It's like this, Johnny. Gardner's insured a few of these starlets with us. One in particular for $50,000.
So?
So, mostly Gardner's been babbling. He says this starlet in particular might not live. Babbles somebody wants her dead any second. You like Hollywood, Johnny?
Commission?
Fat. Real fat.
Hollywood. I like it.
John Lund in a transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Twin State Insurance Company, Kansas City, Missouri. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Starlet matter. Expense account item 1, $227.70. Airfare round trip on coach out of LaGuardia, flight 601, flying west. Some 3,000 bumpy miles later, the plane circled Los Angeles in a part of the Pacific Ocean and taxied down the runway at International Airport. It was 3:20 of a dirty afternoon. Expense account item 2, $440, cab fare to Sunset Ruxton Hotel, my home away from home in Hollywood, where I checked in, renewed old acquaintances with Judy, the telephone girl, put my pale cheek against her suntan, and told her I'd see her later. Expense account item 3, $2 even, to Beverly Hills office of Phil Gardner, agent. He was not in. The receptionist in silver hair pointed a silver fingertip across the street and said, "That's where. Chez Scotty's restaurant." And Mr. Gardner would be dressed with 2 vents in the back, a tattersall vest, and blue suede sandals. And you know, he was.
So you're the boy they sent from KC, huh? Wait, I'll scooch over a little. You can sit down.
Yeah, thanks.
What's your name?
Dollar, Johnny Dollar.
You want to see a picture, Johnny? Here, take a look. That's Toby.
Toby?
Toby Drake. You've seen her in pictures.
I have.
You're living. You must have seen her in pictures. Loyal moviegoers like you are going to make a star out of Toby.
Well, I'm happy for both of you.
If she lives. Somebody's going to kill her, Johnny. Murder her dead. Now, she's a sweet kid. It shouldn't happen to her to die from these anonymous threats.
Look, why don't you give it to your press agent?
Johnny, believe me, on my knees, I tell you. If I want publicity, I give it to the cops. I'm not kidding, Johnny. The kid's scared. She's in a lot of trouble.
Call for you, Mr. Gardner. I'll plug it in here.
Oh, thanks, Charlie.
Right this way.
Gardner speaking. Snap it out. I'm busy. Huh? No. Yeah, huh? No. Yeah. Skeptic.
Huh?
I just called you skeptic.
What's that mean?
Toby's dead. Her boyfriend called. I should be the first to know.
I'm sorry.
Look, I'll drive you over there. You'll want to see for insurance purposes, huh? I'll use the Jag. I'll put the top down.
Sure. You wouldn't go to a funeral any other way, would you, Phil?
Here's where. John, get me something, a drink of water or something like that.
The place swarming with things. Chintz curtains, plump upholstery, and Beverly Hills Oriental knickknacks cluttering the Grand Rapids highboy. I walked over to the three-piece section. Toby Drake was lying there, her hand trailing down to the floor. I couldn't see her face until the big man stood up.
Somebody wrapped that black silk stocking too tight around her neck.
You wrapped the stocking?
Look, Buster, a call came to headquarters and said get here because there was a dead girl named Toby Drake. There is. And all of a sudden you're here. Why?
Something they have around this town. An agent. He's Toby's.
Agent? Oh, well. Talk to me, Agent.
Sure, Lieutenant.
Just Detective Koska. Lieutenant I'll never make. Go ahead.
Well, it was like this. Johnny and me sit there at Scotty's chewing fat, and the phone was brought over, and the man on the other end says it's Mr. Fulton. And he says his girlfriend's dead. Honest, I'm broken up about this.
Well. You wrapped the stocking, Agent?
Johnny. He's Johnny Dollar. He's from the insurance.
Well. You been hired, Dollar?
Yeah. Twin City Insurance.
And for me, too, Johnny. All the way. Find out for me who killed Toby.
Hired, huh? These guys employ you, huh? Well. Little bulge there. You carry a gun, too. Oh, well.
Yeah. Where's her boyfriend?
In the bedroom. Name's Roy Fulton. He hardly says a word to me. Go talk to him, Dollar. Go tell him it's okay. You can talk to him. Who are you?
Johnny Dollar. I'm an insurance investigator.
Toby's dead.
She was murdered, Mr. Fulton. I'm trying to find out who did it.
We had a date. I came here. I saw her. I didn't lose my head. I called her agent. Then I called the police.
Did you kill her?
No. But she should have been more careful. Girls like her.
What kind of girl did you think she was?
Very pretty. Just beautiful. Now no more. Toby. Just beautiful Toby.
Mr. Fulton.
Lost. Forever.
Mr. Fulton.
For always. Nowhere. Toby. Beautiful Toby.
I couldn't get through to him anymore. I gave him back to Koska, and I got out of there. A few thoughts on Toby Drake. Toby, a kid who'd once maybe won a beauty contest. Expenses paid to Hollywood, shake hands with the stars. A nice kid. Pretty kid on her way, now dead. I bought a paper and went back to my hotel. The lobby desk came first.
Hi, Mr. Dollar.
Any calls for me, Judy?
You got a call with a message. You want it?
Why don't you come over here and give it to me, Judy? I've never seen you standing up.
I'm taller. The message came in 10 minutes ago. You want to reach for it? Shall I read it to you?
Read it.
Goes like this. First Toby, then Stella Martin. You can't stop it, Dollar.
First Toby, then Stella Martin. You ad-libbing this, Judy?
Says right here.
Who left the message?
I took the call. The man said it and hung up. What Stella Martin can mean, Mr. Dollar?
I wish I knew, baby.
You think maybe the starlet Stella Martin used to be a starlet? She's not around much anymore.
Starlet, huh? How would I get in touch with a starlet, Judy? Oh, I know. Hand me that phone book. Come on, come on.
Who are you calling?
A man who knows Starlet's past and present. Agent Phil Gardner. Oh.
Not in, huh? Why don't you try Hollywood Casting, Mr. Dollar? They'd know.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Stella Martin dropped from our ready file. Non-payment of dues.
Well, there must be an address where you dunned her.
2001 Magnolia Avenue, Westchester.
You want what, mister?
Stella Martin. She live here?
Uh-huh. You're who?
Johnny Dollar. Investigation.
You got a card that says that?
Let's go inside, huh?
Just you got a card, just show me.
Miss Martin here?
No card, huh? Suppose I say yes, she's here. Then what happens?
I said inside.
Glad you did that, Sonny. Now I got a reason.
Now cut it out. I just want to...
You're smaller than you look.
Oh, try me. Later, when I opened my eyes, he was gone. I got to my feet, fell down, then finally made it over to the hallway, where there should have been a bathroom and a towel and some water. The thing that stopped me was the girl in the negligee. She was sitting on the floor against the wall. She was blonde, and her head was turned to one side as if she was wondering about me. There was a stocking tied round her throat, and she was dead.
We'll return to yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment. Now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
I'd seen the dead girl a couple times. In the jungle picture, spliced between the main feature and the newsreel. The girl in the South Sea apron who gets chased by the gorilla. I stopped trying to convince myself it wasn't real. It was real, all right. I didn't need the pounding on the door to knock it into my head. I didn't need Detective Koska either.
What is this, Dollar? You on a rampage?
Now, you want to know what happened, or you want to be a big man?
Just be gentle with me. That's all I want you to do. 15 minutes ago, I was in a warm bed. So just be gentle.
I got slugged. A man 7 feet tall in a black leather
Look,
jacket.
I spent 5 hours questioning Roy Fulton about the murder of this girlfriend of his, Toby. Nothing. I let him go. Then I climbed into this warm bed, and I was sleeping fine. Then Sergeant Hurd called. Seems someone phoned in this address to Sergeant Hurd. Now, you were saying what, Dollar?
She's in the hallway, propped against the wall.
Show me.
Sigh a deep sigh about the warm bed, Koska. She's young and she's strangled. And her name's Stella Martin.
You want to clear it up for me?
I got word about her. I came here and a guy clobbered me. I woke up a few minutes ago.
Nobody gives me word, Dollar. Why you?
I don't know why. If I knew why, I'd know who. You want to listen about a guy in a black leather jacket?
7 feet tall, huh?
Yeah, about. Brown felt hat. Find him. That oughtn't to be tough for a big man like you.
Don't be sour on me, Dollar. You took some lumps. You see this, kid?
What?
Yeah. She's holding something in her hand. What? Well. Read it, Johnny. Read what it says.
There'll be another one tomorrow, Dollar.
Another one tomorrow, Dollar. Well.
What makes me so popular, Casca? Why doesn't it say your name?
Because it says Dollar. Because it says the name of a guy I stumble over when I get out of a warm bed. What am I going to do with you? Take you downtown and sweat you? Get out of here, Dollar. Get out.
Then back into the rose-scented air, and the suburban lawn now littered with friends and neighbors, and under the bright neon of the corner cut-rate drugs and sundries, the night-blooming hack stand. I took a cab to my hotel. No more messages, so I went to sleep. And the next morning, the sound of the telephone screaming the name of Phil Gardner, agent. Get here, it said. So I got there.
Girls drop like flies where you walk, Dollar. I read the papers this morning, and you were there, and another one dropped.
Now, what's the matter, Phil? Only yesterday we were in love, you and I.
Now, don't ask me. Can't we even be friends? It's a tired line from a tired guy. I don't like tired.
Let me tell you something, Phil. I'm glad you called. You were going to be my first stop.
Now, look, you were hired to maybe prevent Toby Drake's dying, and this you were a flopola, a stinkeroo. Then you stay on, maybe you could come up with why Toby, a talented girl, had to die. Well, like I said, stinkeroo.
On your feet, Phil.
Now, keep away from me, Johnny.
On your feet.
Now,
Now we talk.
I'm talking.
You killed Toby, Phil?
My arm, Johnny.
Toby was on our way, maybe a star soon. Also with insurance, $50,000. Beneficiary you.
My arm.
That why you killed her?
Johnny.
And all this big talk on the phone this morning. Get down here. Cover up talk, Phil. All right. And we'll try the name Stella Martin.
I'll level with you. Just let go of my arm. Stella Martin, a 3 months ago pickup. From Dorcas Drive-In on Santa Monica. A guy gets lonesome for a car hop like Stella. A friendly pickup, so help me.
You did lovely, Phil. Now, one thing more. You know a man who wears a leather jacket who's 7 feet tall?
Somebody help me. I got a madman loose.
Goodbye, Phil. You've made the morning even worse. I got to the drive-in on Santa Monica. A cowgirl with a menu and a pair of heavy-duty sheer dungarees threw a card on my windshield that said Phyllis on it. Dorcas, she asked back. Why, that's old Melv over that way. I moseyed on over to old Melv.
Howdy.
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigation.
Milton Dorcas. Shout out a fella.
Howdy.
Howdy.
You the manager of this place, Melv?
Yeah. Top hand.
Oh, what else?
Huh?
Oh, tenderfoot talk. Don't let it throw you. I need some information, Mel.
Yeah, don't be a gravel kicker, son. Speak up. What's on your mind?
Know a girl named Toby Drake, Mel?
Knowed her. Used to work here.
One named Stella Martin?
Yep. Do the work this evening. She ain't gonna make it, though. She's dead. She and Toby. Choked. Seen it in the Gazette.
I need your help, Mel.
Deputize me. Yeah, I don't know. Just don't know.
If you don't help, there's liable to be another dead girl.
Peggy.
Who?
What's the matter, son? You got monkeys in your ears? I said Peggy. Peggy Bryan. On account of them 3 girls were thicker than the bobcat's tail.
Do tell.
Yeah, thicker than that even. Peggy used to work here, too. Drove to work in Toby's auto.
You know where I can find Peggy?
North Hollywood she lives in. Yeah, you wait a bit. I'll dig up her address. You want to wait, son, or you got to be riding on?
I'll wait, Mel.
Get away. Get away from me, whoever you are. Get away.
Listen to me, Miss Bryan. I've come to help you.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you before you kill me.
Don't be crazy. Give me that gun. There. That's Better.
To kill me. That's why you come to kill me.
Now, let's scream inside. We don't want to make talk for the neighbors. Inside, Peggy. Now, hush, baby girl. Hush. You see? I let you go. It's nothing to be scared of. I'm here to help you. To keep it from happening, like it did to Stella and Toby. You understand what I'm saying, Peggy?
Stella, Toby, they're dead. And now it'll be me.
Why does it have to be you, Peggy?
You don't know? You kill and you don't know why?
Try to understand. I'm an insurance investigator. A lot of times I'm around when people die. Sometimes I get there sooner. Now help me. Help me, Peggy, so I can help you. That way we'll save us both a lot of pain.
Because I'm so frightened.
Whoever killed Toby and Stella, why would they want to kill you?
I know why. I think I know.
Well, tell me, Peggy.
A woman was killed. We killed her.
Tell me about it.
It was 3 years ago. Toby, Stella, and I. We had a little car. We used to take trips. A few summers ago, we took a trip to Oregon. One day.
One day what?
This woman crashed into us. It was her fault. Honest, it was her fault.
And she was killed?
Married woman. Young and pretty. And married. The police said it wasn't our fault. And let us go. Only me. Why else would anyone want us dead?
It's Saturday, Peggy. What do you do with yourself on Saturdays?
I shop. For groceries. A new dress sometimes.
We'll go buy a new one. You and me. And tonight? What do we do tonight?
You mean you're asking me for a date?
Uh-huh. What do we do tonight?
Saturday nights I usually go to Ocean Park. It's fun. Rides with people. It's fun.
Sure it is. Saturday night, Ocean Park. We'll have fun. So I made a lot of phone calls. To my hotel to tell Judy I was going to Ocean Park with a girl named Peggy Bryan, in case anyone inquired. Then I called Agent Phil Gardner and let him know where I was going. Finally, I called Roy Fulton, Toby's boyfriend, and let him know all about my plans for the evening. And then I went shopping with Peggy Bryan and then took her to Ocean Park. Peggy Bryan, Pigeon.
Let's just walk for a while, Johnny.
Whatever you say. You hungry, Peggy?
Let's go on the roller coaster.
Sure. Peggy,
What?
just stand still for a moment. Look around you. Do you see anybody you know?
No. I know what you're doing, Johnny.
Why, sure. I'm on a Saturday night date with a nice girl.
You think you'll find me here, Johnny?
You want me to level, don't you?
Is he going to kill me?
I'm going to try to stop him, Peggy. Come on, let's eat. Two tickets, please. Thanks. Let's go, Peggy.
Stay close to me, Johnny. A girl can get lost in the funhouse. Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
What's the matter, Peggy?
Nothing. I'm having such a good time.
Ever been through that spinning barrel?
Oh, I always fall down.
I'll hold your hand.
Johnny.
What?
That man over there. He watched us buy our tickets.
Which man?
The tall one.
Yeah, I see him. Peggy, walk through that spinning barrel. Fall down if you have to, but get right up and get out on the other side.
Is he the one?
Go on. I'm right in back of you.
He's following us.
Get out of this thing fast. I'm staying.
I've been tailing you, Seamus.
I've been waiting. You had enough, Shorty?
Yeah.
Come on, I'll drag you out of here. Now talk. Talk or so help me.
You're crazy, Seamus.
Talk.
You think I killed her? I didn't kill Stella. She was dead when I got there. I swear she was dead.
Yeah, sure she
And
was.
you came in. I went crazy. I wanted to kill. Something to get even.
And why are you following me?
Because you're a Seamus. If we get to the killer, I want a piece of him. I didn't kill Stella. I was in love with her. You gotta believe me. You got to.
Peggy, what's the matter?
The mirror! Look, the mirror!
He was in the mirror, all right. Roy Fulton's reflection. Boyfriend of Toby. Long and thin as if he'd been squeezed together, which included the gun he was holding. I pulled Peggy down on the floor with me and grabbed for my gun.
It's her, Boss Dollar. It's her. I want him.
Something happened to him. Something red that splintered on the front of his shirt. But he kept coming. Then the something caught up with him. Fulton. Are you...
They killed my wife. They killed her.
Expense account item 4, 1995. To dress a pigeon named Peggy Bryant. Item 5, $112 miscellaneous. Hotels, meals, roller coaster ride, funhouse, etc. Expense account total, $366.05. Remarks, pay Phil Gardner, agent, face value of $50,000 policy on Toby Drake. Well, all in all, from your point of view, my trip to Hollywood was a failure. From my point of view, I kept one girl out of 3 alive, and I was lucky at that. Luckier than you usually get in Hollywood. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars John Lund in the title role and was written by Morton Fine and David Friedkin with music by Eddie Dunstetter. John Lund can currently be seen in the Universal International picture Just Across the Street. Featured in tonight's cast were Raymond Burr, Dick Ryan, John McIntyre, Sidney Miller, Victor Perrin, Virginia Gregg, and Jeanette Nolan. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is Dan Cubberly inviting you to join us next week at this time when John Lund returns as...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Tomorrow, Gangbusters brings you on CBS Radio another true crime story, naming names and places, giving complete details on the operations of a ruthless criminal gang, showing you how the cops, after a bitter manhunt, put them out of business. Every Saturday night on most of these same stations, hear Gangbusters, the program that gives criminals wanted descriptions that help the public enforce the law and often collect rewards for their good citizenship. Gangbusters, Saturday nights on CBS Radio.
And remember, you'll find Western adventure and music with Gene Autry, Saturday evenings on the CBS Radio Network.
Welcome back. Well, an interesting episode, and you may have guessed that this was one of those stories that was adapted from another old-time radio program. But unless you know, you would never guess. It was adapted from The McCoy, which was a pilot episode for a series starring Howard Duff that never actually made it to air. And the dialogue has that very signature style of Morton Fine and David Friedkin that you could hear probably most prominently on Broadway Is My Beat. I have to think that being John Lund was a bit of a challenge on this series, given that it doesn't seem like the scripts are necessarily rewritten in a way to really fit his character and to fit him as a performer. Because there are instances where, you're using a character who is very similar to the characterization of the hero, so you don't have to make a change. Or there are cases where there are changes made because this is a different sort of performance. The approach taken with Johnny Dollar at this point is to just take a script and make minimal changes to fit with the fact that Johnny's an insurance investigator, but to take scripts that were written for Dick Powell and Howard Duff and not really make a whole lot of adjustments to how Lund plays it. Just say, here, read this. And I wonder if that hurts Lund when people evaluate him, because I think he does a good job as an actor, but I think in some of these shows where he's doing programs that were previously done by others, that they don't really fit him as a performer. Plus, the Morton Fine and David Friedkin stuff, I love it, but they have this really stylized type of dialogue, and it's weird to have that just pop up out of nowhere on a show that doesn't usually do that. I guess it would actually be somewhat funny if they had everybody else talking in, Friedkin and Fine style dialogue, and then you just have Johnny say, why are you talking like this? Instead, we're speaking in a very stylized sort of dialogue. We didn't do it last week, and we're not doing it next week, but we're doing it this week, so get used to it. Now I do want to go ahead and thank our Patreon supporter of the day. And thank you so much to William. William has been one of our Patreon supporters since February. He's currently supporting us at the rookie level of $2 or more per month. Again, thank you so much for your support, William. And that will do it for now. If you are listening to this on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and mark the notification bell to get notified whenever a new episode is added. Join us back here tomorrow for The Silent Men. And we will be back next Friday with another episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. In the meantime, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook. Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.